Welcome back, Scallywags. Marine Tech Mike here. Update on the Lady M. Mostly this video is going to be about exhaust and some pumps. We do have the engine set, but this, like every other boat project, isn't going to work. With the old engine having the exhaust on starboard and the new engine on port, and it's a disaster. We'll look at it. But quick couple things that are going on. We are looking at putting Thor in the water, our Santana 20, so that we can do the sailboat race season Wednesday nights, which will be kind of fun. We have some other stuff going on here. Lab Tech Jacob's been doing some research on the EFOY, which we had donated to the program, and we're figuring out how much it costs to turn this alcohol-based fuel, ethanol fuel, into energy to recharge the batteries. We're just so far behind up here, but it's okay. We've got the Cushman stripped down, ready to go. I've got the primer all ready, a nice metal primer with OSFO, doing all sorts of things like that. We've got, we bought a trailer hitch. We've cut some steel tube to reinforce it. We want to have a hitch on here so that we can move boat trailers around and things like that. And then the exciting parts for us is we're getting ready to do the design work on the electrical. We got a 48 volt motor right here, brand new. We got the parking brake all cleaned up. We've got new wheel cylinders, the little Cushman differentials ready to go in. We just got to get some paint put on that thing, and that's going to be super cool. The poor Sam's Gardner diesel here, I told him we'd get it spruced up, and we haven't worked on it in 6 months, but we will. It's in the queue. We got to get Lady MC trialed first. So let's go up on the boat and check out all the stuff that we got going on up here. So up here, underneath this little board, that's where the water pump is, the domestic water. Brand new pump in there, except like everything else, we're missing 2 heat shrink butt splices. We ran out. We ordered more from the Marine Chandlery. So that pump is done. Down here, last week we told you we got the macerator pump done. It still needs 2 clamps. We're starting our little checklist before we sea trial. But we got the seawater pump in, washdown, which was great, except like every other boat project, this pump draws 5 more amps. It's a better pump than the last pump. Thanks, Xylem. They did the donation of these pumps. So we had to pull in a new piece of 10-2 wire and to accommodate that, and a little bigger fuse, but that's okay. The big one was this exhaust that we were talking about, where it started on the opposite side. So we got the muffler yarded out, and it's just complicated, but it looks like we'll be able to drop down like we talked, and we found this new long horizontal muffler. When we did King's Pride, we did a horizontal water lift muffler as well, and it worked really, really good. We came off from the back of the Yanmar. It was at a 4JH like this, and it went up, looped it out the transom, and it worked really good. We found one that's twice as long but only half as big around, because we have the constraint of the holding tank in here. But we have this exhaust right here. We can't bring it up any higher. It'll hit the deck. It's 3-inch. It's going to drop down. We were hoping to use the existing water lift muffler and turn it or redesign it. It's not going to work. But we did find there's this long opening through here. We're going to have to tie this hose up, but this is 7 inches wide and 40 some inches long. And look at, we sourced this new muffler. It's a horizontal, very similar to what we did on King's Pride, except it's half as big around but twice as long. But it's going to work great. We can have the input on this end be 90 degrees straight that way, so it'll have nice fall, come right through, and then it'll run straight back through here. And then it's going to require a little bit of movement of a couple of hoses, we think, but it'll come right up through this area here, so the whole thing will be right on the side of the holding tank, and then this will get trimmed off. This is the existing hose up in here. What we'll do is we'll come up with our 3-inch and secure it up here where the factory had this hose, and then we will just put an adapter in to go from the 3 to the 4. We can upsize it, and that way we don't have to crawl in through here or do anything with that hull inlet or hull exit for the exhaust. So it should be good. Here's the new wire coming for the saltwater washdown pump. Looks like we've got a little bit to do there. Our plan is solid. We're hoping to, we're going to pull the motor up. We've got our final measurements. We need G10, about 3.5 inches wide, foot long, 1.75 inches thick. So we got a couple of those on order. We'll pull the engine out, drop those 2 mounts in, the bilge pumps, and we can start finalizing this project. We don't know how far out the muffler is, but we're going to get that soon, I hope, so we can keep moving forward on the exhaust. So that's what's new with Lady M. Thanks for watching. Welcome to the Scallywags, located in the beautiful Pacific Northwest, where Skagit Valley College has been training technicians since 1968. If you are looking for industry certification and the skills to work in maritime, this is the place to visit. Our staff will share so much knowledge and experience, you will not be disappointed. The workforce demand is very high and all of our graduates are working around the world. If this sounds interesting to you, schedule a tour and come check us out.